Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Very excited about this one. How about something fresh, healthy, and tasty? Well, that's just what you find at the Garden of Flavor. That's in Cleveland. And joining us is Lisa Reed. She's the founder of Garden of Flavor. I like your t-shirt. It makes me remember exactly what we're talking about. And you look like you're standing in the middle of a garden.
Yes, it's spring, isn't it? It all feels so good.
I think it looks beautiful. So I see a whole bunch of parsley sitting in front of you, that flat leaf Italian parsley. Is that a big ingredient in a lot of your drinks?
Yeah, we use lots of fresh organic parsley. And we also use pea shoots and radish sprouts, lots of greens, lots of kale with micronutrients so that you get all the nourishment out of a beautiful green juice.
Okay, so you're at this place where they put all this stuff together, the local collective. How did you get this idea? Where did it start? Like, I've seen your product and I've used your product many, many times. It's fantastic. How did it all start?
Thank you. Well, it started way back in 2014. I opened a juice bar in Chagrin Falls with my son Clay, and we just kind of grew and grew, and the customers kept coming from the east side, the west side, all over. And then we approached Heinen's grocery store, and they agreed to carry our product, the nice friends over at Heinen's. So they were our first store. And when we opened at Heinen's, we knew that we had to go in a commercial refrigerated facility, and that's when we came down here to 7501 Carnegie.
Boy, it's fantastic. And, you know, I live in Beechwood. I used to drive all the way to Solon to that fresh foods kind of market that used to be there. It's not there anymore. And that was one of the
mustard seed, yes.
Yeah, that was one of the few places I could get it. And I just love this stuff. And some of the flavors in there some of the flavors in there that you can't quite find. The ginger always stands out. You know, you could tell when there's ginger in there. But what are some of the secret flavors you use in there that people wouldn't guess?
Well, this is our organic ginger root. We always use Peruvian ginger because of the beautiful, smooth taste. You could use a lot more of it, in it's less pungent, so we could use a lot more beautiful ginger root. We also use turmeric root, and we have all of our turmeric grown for us in Hawaii. And it's really high in curcumin, the real good immunity booster. So those are a couple of the ingredients that you really don't drink in a general beverage that you would get at the grocery store. Okay, and also, again, we mentioned like the pea shoots and radish sprouts.
Beautiful. So one of my big questions is, how do you get that turmeric stain off your fingers when you use it?
Oh, that's how mine always has it. You just keep it on there. It just becomes part of who you are.
Hey, you know, you talk about these beautiful combinations you put together, and I love it when you get that background of ginger or that background of blackberry. How did you decide on flavors? Did it have a lot to do with the energy part or the healthy part, or is it just about the flavors, the way it tastes?
You know what, I always, I developed recipes. It was more about the benefit to the consumer versus the taste. The taste was always secondary. So, for example, like you mentioned, you know, the blackberry and Aronia. This is our Aronia berry blackberry elixir. And the blackberries, everyone knows they're really, you know, good for you. But the Aronia berry, it's much less well known. And that's one of the highest berries for antioxidants on the earth. And so we found a great farm in Wisconsin that grows our organic Aronia berries for us, and we puree them right up. So we use the entire berry, the skin, the seed, where all the antioxidants are. And from there, that's when we said, okay, now we need to make it taste really good, because Aronia berries could be a little bit bitter.
Bitter and
dry.
That's
when we blended it with the blackberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You get that.
So
yeah, a little dry flavor in your mouth. Yeah. Boy, you know, it's, you know, and you know, when they just get introduced to this in the beginning, they look at that little bottle and they go like, wow, that's not an inexpensive item. I'm not saying it's expensive, but you know, you have to pay for it. Give them an idea how much stuff has to go into one little bottle.
Oh, yeah, so there's about 4 pounds of fresh organic produce in every bottle.
Wow.
Especially like in our green juices and our twisted roots with beets and carrots, turmeric and ginger. So yeah, it takes quite a bit of organic produce to make one bottle of juice.
Yeah, so you fill up a 4-pound bag.
You
have to fill up that 4-pound bag before you can even get in the bottle. So that explains a lot of that. And I also, before we run out of time, I also want to talk about those one-day cleanses and stuff. I know a lot of people are into that and wonder about that. Maybe you could teach us something about that.
Yeah, so the beauty of a juice cleanse is that you are giving your whole body and your digestive system a rest, right? So you start the day with a nice fulfilling juice like the goji pineapple, which has goji berries real high in antioxidants, ginger, and pineapple. And then you move throughout the day and get into your green juices, very alkalizing to the body, high in nutrients. And then the beets and carrots to help with liver detoxification. Your cashew nut milk, it's the 5th juice of the day to fill you up at dinner time. And then the turmeric tonic at the end of the day with your probiotic cultures. The beauty of doing a juice cleanse, whether you do it for 1, 3, or 5 days, you really feel energized. You generally lose a few pounds, but you're really alkalizing and nourishing your whole body.
Well, Lisa,
So those are extremely popular.
Lisa, I'm sure glad you got a chance to join us today. Garden of Flavor, I tell you, really fine products.
Thank you.
Like I said, I've used them before, and I think I use them. I've enjoyed them. That's the way to say it. Really, really great
Thank
stuff.
you.
And congratulations on such a successful career. It's fantastic.
Well, thank you so much. Have a great week.
Yep, you too. See you soon.